Folks, what the crap's going on? Totally unplanned, totally later than usual. But Mrs. Air is out having a girls' night, the boys are asleep, and we are going to stream some Warhammer. Clone Trooper, you know what? You are the person who needs to be here for this. You've got your gun army that you're leading with Warner the Witch Hunter, so I'm glad you could make it. I hope you enjoy this incarnation of yourself in the Empire campaign. Philip, good to see you. Again, know it's impromptu. I don't necessarily expect a whole lot of people to be here. I'm going to go ahead and do kind of like a video intro because I expect this will be a video for most people. I have some polls going on my channel about the type of content people wanted to see, and the voting is not entirely finished, but it's pretty clear that from a campaign standpoint, people voted heavily to have like episode campaigns stay like they were. And I haven't showed everything in this campaign, and so people are voting for it. I'm going to see if people watch it. I may have to start a new one and do like every bit of it in order to like really fulfill that. But in any case, I figured I would just do a long play rather than recording a video and uploading it. I was like, you know what, let's just go stream. And those who can make it will make it. And those who can't, it'll be a good video for them to watch afterwards. And it'll be longer than usual because I should be able to stream for quite a while. Anyway, hey, holy crap. Clone Trooper Wheeler coming out strong. Hold on, I've got something going on. Is the alert box? Yeah, there it goes. Clone Trooper. Holy crap, thanks for the 50. It says, Clock, I sent the only one who has money. Clock, the only one. I'm not, hang on, you mistyped something there? I don't know this word. It's the only one who has money. Clone Trooper, I will give you the best stream I can give you tonight, and we will make sure that your character gets lots of action here. I think he did type something wrong. Hold on, I'm waiting to see what he says here. Waiting to see what he says. Thank you so much, Clone Trooper. You're awesome. Like I said, I hope you're enjoying the campaign because this one is definitely for you. Philip, thanks for being a member for 11 months. He says, I'm out of money because weddings, but please, Kolek. You guys want Kolek? Well, I got to do this one for Clone Trooper. Plus, it's time for this one. But I will have more Kolek footage soon, Philip. There will be more Kolek footage. I played a little bit further ahead with him today. There was a lot of repetitive stuff going on in Kolek's campaign, so I played ahead just a little bit in order to get past some of the repetitive stuff, but we will have some more Kolek soon. Let's see. So, let me explain what's happened in this one since the last time you all saw it. I played a little bit further ahead. I think when I last showed you, we had beaten the crap out of the vampires. So the vampires are gone. We're cleaning their taint out of here. Oh, okay. So Clone Trooper saying that Kolek is not the only one with money because I had made the video about Kolek and how to make a ton of money. So yeah. Appreciate it, Clone Trooper. In fact, if we see Kolek, we'll make sure to give him a good shooting.
They will obey.
So we will take care of it. But yeah, Philip, there will be more Kolek action, so worry not. We will get some Kolek action in. But I played ahead on this one. The one thing you all didn't see that was, I mean, it was pretty good. I don't think I have the replay of it. I can look real quick. Let me look at my replays. Well, I can't look at loading replays from here. But in any case, the Warner and Clone Lecter Wheeler took on Azag the Slaughterer here. Sorry, the names are getting all confused. Took on Azag the Slaughterer here at the Griffinwood. They beat him, and now kind of what I'm doing with Clone Trooper Wheeler is I'm waiting to kind of backstab Draika, because Draika has been a pain in the butt and declared war on a bunch of my allies, and I'm kind of trying to just like backstab her and get rid of her. Kislev has had all kinds of troubles. I saw Be'lakor up here earlier. I haven't seen him since, but he could be around. We'll have to keep an eye out for him. But yeah, I really want to backstab Draika.
Protector of the
Is this her territory? Yeah, so it would be trespassing. You know, it would be trespassing. It really would. I'm going to go ahead and stand here and threaten with the trespassing. So they have Essen, Beckhoffen, but Beckhoffen is relatively unguarded. So yeah, in any case, let's go ahead and get ready to backstab them.
Ready.
Karl finished the vampires got rid of all their taint here, and he's basically ready to go on a new mission. And I kind of think his next mission right now... Do I have any agreements with these ogres? We do not. That's perfect. So I'm not going to tolerate this ogre mess right here in the middle of Averland. So that isn't going to stand. So we're going to send Karl on an ogre hunt. I might hunt these beastmen down first. I don't know why I should tolerate this either. Oh, triple Cygor.
So,
boy, they ain't joking. Alright, well, let's go hunt them down anyway. It's on, beast freaks. Let's roll. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Clone Trooper says I have my salt and I'm happy. I'm the head of the salt extraction office. What do you expect? You do have a lot of salt. I've been trying to give you at least 1 billion more salt, but it is not cooperating with me. Like, the stupid Streamlabs dashboard, you're supposed to be able to search for people's names so that you can, like, add salt, and it just doesn't work. Alright, Clone Trooper says, put a steam tank in my army and call it an MTT. We will. We will get the steam tank in. I need to go see which buildings I'm missing. I think I'm pretty close to being able to get a steam tank at Altdorf. So I will definitely get you a steam tank. Plus, it's kind of a needed addition to your army because all the guns are fantastic. I love them. But the guns are, you know, kind of squishy whenever you have to get up close in melee. So it would be good to have steam tank or something that can tank a little bit of melee damage, no pun intended, but I guess pun given.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I do have the Luminarch.
For the Warhammer! Handgunners!
Go ahead and put the guns up front so we can get some good shots first. My Reichsguard do get an anti-large now, which is pretty handy.
Send us out.
Kind of hoping to see if we can use the Luminarch and Karl to impose our will a bit early. Okay, let's...
Curse the foe. My rule is absolute.
Alright, yeah, that should be good.
The Temple of Luminarch.
Alright, here we go. Everybody losing on the gambling or something? Casinos being cruel and unusual.
Yes, General.
I think I'm gonna back up out of the range. Those Cygors. Oof, yeah, we're definitely gonna back up out of range. I'm gonna back up out of range of the Cygors and let the Luminarch do some work on them. Might as well burn up our ammunition. I would say that it gets experience for the Luminarch, but it doesn't because it's the Luminarch of Hysh and it needs no experience. It already has all experience. What? They just hit my wizard in the air. I mean, that is incredible. Cygors have an incredible arm.
No lingering.
Oof, another brutal hit there. That was great. So yeah, if I get out of range of the Cygors, keep doing a little more shooting. See if we can lure in some suckers.
Speed.
Oh, no need. It's gonna net, but they keep changing their mind. They're not sure what they want. Here comes the third shot from the Luminarch. Franz just took a rock to the face up in the air.
For the Warhammer! Taking position!
Finish off these warhounds.
Take the ground!
I am pretty blown away. That didn't even hit me. Come on.
The winds blow strong.
Oh, the Luminarch just straight up missed there. It hit the ground. On the way to the Cygor, that's irritating.
Ready to serve. Go! This is my command!
Cygor moved, and I don't know if it's gonna block the Luminarch from getting...
To me, man!
Just hit him 2 in a row.
General!
Cygors are a real crack shot.
I will not stand idle.
I almost wonder if we should be shooting Minotaurs instead of the Cygors, but Alright, we're getting their attention. They're pushing up. They want to get closer to me, so let's pull back and frustrate them.
Ready! Let's go! Quick march! Yes,
I'm gonna go start shooting some Minotaurs, see if we can, like... I wonder if these trees will help block the rocks, even though we're up in the air. I don't know, let's see.
We await your orders. Formation!
Another excellent hit. That one hit the Doom Bull. I wasn't trying to hit the Doom Bull, but it hit him. Hit him hard.
Taking position!
Getting some major damage done.
No lingering!
How come this unit didn't end up in the grouping?
Quick march!
Because I'm me, I guess.
The Empire endures! Moving now!
Watch this.
Light is might. Our orders.
Come freeze all these units in place. One more shot, Luminarch. One more shot. One more shot. One more shot. Take it. Take the shot. Finish him. Finish him. Alright, let's pull back. Oh, yeah, it was a good one. That Cygor is feeling it. He's feeling it bad. Was that Chaos Spawn? No.
Quick march!
It's Minotaurs. Okay. Let's let the Beastmen charge forward. So we've gotten their attention. Karl is sitting here getting his face shot off because I'm terrible. Alright, there we go. And Minotaurs are cleared out. We've got another group of them coming in, though. Got a little bit before we get another net, so I'm going to go ahead and net that unit and finish it. We're going to try and just pick these guys apart.
Stalin's revenge!
Go ahead and pull back.
Sigmar guides us.
Charge! Great swords!
Gosh dang it, these auto formations drive me crazy sometimes. Like it treats Free Company militia and handgunners differently when I put them in there, and then they don't want to form up properly. It's really frustrating. Let's get the Luminarch back in here. Oh, my Pistoliers. Rest in pieces, you sweet Pistoliers. I was busy somewhere else.
Moving now. Charge!
I'm gonna come shred.
Swords! Free Company! Great swords! For
all right.
the twin-tailed comet!
Start blasting Minotaurs. Go after the Doom Bull. Charge in reinforcements. Man, that bonus versus large on the Reichsguard is brutal, and I love it. We got two messages here. I got one from Barbarians R Us. Says, wish I could watch, but my internet's crashing. Give the Gits a good crumpin'. I will do my best to do so. Thank you so much, Barbarians. You are extremely kind. Appreciate all the support. And Stephen Gowrit says, I love your content. Glad I could catch you live. Thank you so much for the 20, Stephen. I'm glad you could be here live, too. Hopefully you enjoy it. You haven't been able to catch one before. We usually have a good time in these. It's the end of the day, so y'all are going to have to forgive me. I'm recording this at the very end of the day. I'm already me. I'm me. Yes, there's a deep statement. I'm already me on any given time, and so with the fact that it's the end of the day, I'm tired. You know, like I think I put in 5 miles in the kayak out on the lake, came home, I did all the stuff that I needed to do at home, got a video out for you all, watched some football, made dinner for the family, like did all the stuff. Like I'm just tired. Like it's the end of the day. I've been up since about 6 o'clock, and it's getting pretty late. But I'm having fun. Like, I want to be on here. I'm on here because I chose to. I had the opportunity with Mrs. Air out having a girls' night with their friends. I was like, dang, well, that'll be fun. When the boys go to bed, I'll get a chance to stream. So it's definitely what I wanted to do. So I don't want y'all to think, Air, you're tired, go to sleep. No, I don't want to be in bed. I want to have some fun here. But those Cygors are just letting us have it. Like, they are utterly relentless. Okay, Doom Bull should be going down. Look at that, they keep tagging Karl with airborne rocks here. But yeah, thank you everybody for the support. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Definitely appreciate it. We've actually got way more people here than I thought there would be because it wasn't planned and it's very late. So thank you for everybody who has joined, even with no notice. No plan, no notice, and you all joined. You heard Karl's call, summon the electric counts, and you were summoned. So thank you everybody for being here. Clone Trooper says, I don't want to go to bed mood. That's right. It's a long weekend for me because I don't have to work on Labor Day. And I spend so much time in the office that when I'm at home a lot of times, like even though I'm exhausted, I don't want to go to bed because the sooner I fall asleep, the more time I spend asleep and the faster that I'm back in the office. It's a really terrible mindset, really, because, you know, sleep is obviously incredibly important. But at the same time, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't like feeling like my only waking hours are in the soulless, windowless office
I am France.
they force us to work in. So I'm not a fan. And so, yeah, I wanted to spend as much time awake as I can. But yeah, out on the water earlier, it was great. Like, anytime I'm off on a weekend now, I try really hard to like get out on the lake while it's warm weather like this. And then when the winter time comes, I've got some rural property I bought just to kind of invest some money. And so I go out there in the winter time on the weekends and, you know, chainsaw up any tree branches or, you know, stuff that's fallen down, run the little bush mower and clean things up, redo the trails, stuff like that. So it gives me something to be doing outside my spare time to try and keep myself from going stir crazy from being inside too much. I did that while I worked at home, but of course I wasn't quite as stir crazy when I was working at home because, you know, you can take a break for a second, walk out onto the back porch. Like during lunchtime, I would take the dog for a walk and stuff like that. But I mean, when you're in the office, like I can't do any of that stuff and I hate it. So I really despise it, and I'm glad that I have some extra time off this weekend, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Let's see, what do I want to do on Karl? I don't really need that skill point. I think we'll just go ahead and do Sharpshooter, taste for battle. So melee attack for great swords, defense for great swords. Wow, 10% physical resist for great swords and demigryph knights. It's the blazing suns. That's some good looking stuff there. Let's do that. Empire and Tzeentch making deals. Did I make a deal with Tzeentch? I honestly can't remember. If I did, then that's pretty hilarious. No doubt Tzeentch would betray me. Lone Trooper Wheeler says my command got a 96-hour liberty, but it's probably it's probably be more because of the super typhoon. Oh man, well, stay safe over there. I saw that. I don't know much about it, but I'd seen that there was the super typhoon going through the area. Hopefully y'all don't get it bad, but glad you all got some break time there, Clone Trooper. Hopefully you get to have some fun time. All right. Yes. Let's see. Philip says you should rename the Luminarch Nemo or Nobody or Blinding the Cygor. That's true, the Cygor has one eye. And you got the Luminarch just putting a shot straight through its eye. We'll name it Nemo. Why not? Alright, so we got Nemo the Luminarch here. Alright, what do I want to spend my cash on? Speaking of, by the way, this vampire scum led by Kemmler declared war on me as well. But they underestimated the power of Empire forts. So I have another character here. This is Ian Boca. But Ian obviously needs another name. And we're going to need to give him like a good name and story. So I need you all to like help come up with a fun story for this Huntsman General. And I don't know if it helps you all any, but I mean he defeated Kemmler's army previously, and did a pretty good job of it. So figure we might want to come off with something fun there. But I'll let you all come up with some ideas, and I'll try and keep an eye on it. All right, I think it's probably time to betray Draika. I'm looking at our army here just to make sure we don't make like an absolutely crazy decision. I mean, I'm pretty sure, unless she just... Dryads can Vanguard deploy, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. She's got some great hawks, which are going to be fast-moving, the spiders, and a whole bunch of cave bats. That is all a bit problematic.
Ready to serve.
However, if we can draw them into the right situation, we should be able to take them out. What do they get from the garrison at Essen? Almost nothing. So I think we can pull it off. Like, I think we can get up here and betray Draika.
Your word is my command.
So let's do it. They have allies. Ooh, that sucks. Stirland is their ally? Come on, Stirland. Alright, Stirland refused to join them. That's right. You better be loyal to your emperor. Oh, she's running away. Ah, we got stuck on the zone of influence for the settlement. Dadgummit. If I break the siege, I don't know if it'll send us the right direction to be able to get to her. Ah, you suck, Draika. Big coward. She ran off. Clone Trooper, thanks for being a member. My gosh, you're already a member. I wish YouTube would let me give you like a special clone badge. The Obsidian Clone Trooper badge. Speaking of, I need to get those badges updated for some of you who have been around long enough. Thank you, Clone Trooper. Appreciate the unending and insane support that you give to the channel. You're fantastic, sir. I will make sure to slaughter all in the name of the Empire, and Draika, we will not let her escape from your grasp. She's going down. In fact, Draika's kind of like probably the most similar thing to battle droids. I mean, she's got all these trees. I mean, that's got to be kind of like a Warhammer equivalent to the battle droids, right? So we're going to go after her. Now you get the no consent emoji. That's right. You can spam the no consent when people wrong us. Let's see, Castle Drakenhof needs to be built. And we need to get same here. Castle Tempelhof. So Sylvania has been restored. By the way, our new huntsman is the Lector Count. And then look at, like, he's like sitting in the skinny mirror here, Scrag the Slaughterer, in charge of Averheim, which we're not going to leave that way. But yeah, Ian Boca is in charge. Draika thinks she's in charge. So that's not going to happen. What's going on, Ghost King? Stefano, thanks for being here. Appreciate you both. Let's see if anybody came up with any names here for the characters. Glad you're streaming, Air. Next time we get a battle going, I dare you to play Tretch Craventail. And I'll suffer any Lord build the community picks to see who will win a meme duel. We can do some Tretch fighting. We can do some Tretch fighting. Alright, thanks for being here, Ghost. And Duke of Wellington, thanks for being a new member of the channel. Appreciate the support. Awesome name, by the way. You know what, I read Duke of Wellington and it made me wonder, should I watch the, I think it's a British show, should I watch the Sharps show? Is it good? When I read Duke of Wellington, it made me think of it. I think it's the same time period, right? It's supposed to be set in like the Napoleonic Wars. He says, I've been watching you for about 12 years. Holy cow, you've been here since the beginning then. It says, slowed down as I went through college and started my professional career. Crazy to see you still making high quality content. Well, thank you, Duke of Wellington. Appreciate the support. I have been on YouTube for at least that long. Yeah, I mean, maybe a hair longer. Probably been 13-ish years or so in total, so that's basically back to the beginning. Thank you, appreciate the support. Yeah, I mean, I have been on YouTube so long that I'm probably growing barnacles. Can't be healthy.
I serve Sigma.
Let's see, what else do I want to do? I think that's probably about all we can do. Oh, I need to go make sure at Altdorf that we build the building's going to help us get steam tanks. I'm not sure if Altdorf, I think you have to be all the way up to like tier 5 city settlement. That's right, Clone Trooper says Beef Wellington. Yeah, that also sounds good. Tangaroa says if you want to learn about good soldiering, you watch Sharp. Then Philip says YouTube broke before the creator did. YouTube is a bit of a mess these days. There is no doubt. But then again, so am I, so... Wow, Draika got beat up bad by our garrison and then decided to just sack the settlement rather than
Greetings from
take it.
Sigma.
That was probably not a brilliant plan on her part. I will kill the ogres. Give me just a second,
I
okay?
will hear you now. Be warned.
Bring it on, Red Duke. You ain't got none. Yeah, YouTube is, I mean, it's not broken. Like, it's still a great video playback platform, and it's got a ton of traffic. So it does some things right. I guess what frustrates me most about YouTube, obviously, is the fact that subscribership just doesn't mean what it used to. And you can have almost no subscribers, but if you meet some crazy metric, YouTube will just hand you a bunch of views for free through the algorithm. And then you can be on there for a whole bunch of years like me, and you know, the metrics don't look the same, and then YouTube won't even show my own videos to my own subscribers. Like, it's messed up. It's weird. But we're gonna go ahead and assassinate her. Like, I'm gonna take the time to kill her personally for Clone Trooper Wheeler because I know he would want me to. Yeah, no, I'm glad to be here. Like, it's definitely tough. Like, I'm super strapped for time because being back in the office, my boys are older, they stay up later, so I have to, I mean, I say I have to spend more time with them. I want to spend more time with them. And then, of course, I need to have some sanity time where I get outside, I gotta exercise. Like, I'm getting older. I know, it's crazy. Like, I've been on YouTube for 13 years, but I'm getting older, not younger. And so I need to exercise. Like, I've got to keep up with myself, right? Make sure that I stay healthy. And so, like, I'm very busy, and I like it. I don't want to stop YouTube. Obviously, it would be easier for me to just drop it because I have a good job. Like, I could survive. I mean, my YouTube income doesn't pay the bills, so to speak, right? I basically just save it or help use it for my family vacations or something like that. I try and use it for family time. But yeah, I've never depended on my YouTube income because I've had a really good full-time job. You know, it would have been easy for me a long time ago to just say, hey, enough's enough. I'm too busy. I'm going to call it quits. But I just can't. Like, I like it too much. I like doing this. I like hearing from you all over on a stream. I love seeing the comments in the videos, the hilarious stuff that you all come up with. Like, it would be very, very sad to have to stop. And I promise you all, I would only do it if I absolutely had to, because it won't be by choice, because, like I said, I like this too much. But yeah, it's just nice. Yeah, I mean, because Mrs. Air asks me about it sometimes. Like, she'll see me be all tired, and she's like, it's like, you know, I mean, she's like, you know, we'd be fine without the money. She's like, you could take it and have the extra time. And I was like, yeah, but I'll miss it too much. Like, I built the channel, but it's also like there's, you know, all of you here, and then the people, like I said, the people leaving the comments, watching the videos. I would feel terrible. I'd feel like I was disappointing you, like leaving you behind, no longer making the contact. And some people might be like, well, Air, you got to take care of yourself first. I know. Like, I'm not gonna, like, you know, hurt myself or something, or like destroy my family over it, but I don't want to give it up. I like it too much. I'm gonna accuse these giant wolves of being disgusting wolves. Alright. So we're shooting up Draika. In fact, let's take start taking some shots at Draika here. Our rockets did a very nice joget our... Oh, look at that. The volley gun's going after Draika. Oh, she's gonna get hosed. She's getting hosed. Clone Troopers 501st Legion here, folks. Nice. Please don't leave. At least not. You know, I'm not planning on leaving, King COVID. Like I said, I'm not planning on leaving. Like I said, it would be the easy way out, right? It would be the easy way out to leave, and it's not what I want. And like conveniencing myself for some extra time and nights, just I don't think it'd be worth it. I would miss it too much. As much as like getting out of the house is kind of like a way for me to relax and, you know, be sane again after being in the office, doing this is kind of something that makes me sane too. Every person's different, right? Everybody's driven off different things. For me, I feel satisfied, obviously, when I'm spending time with my family and stuff, but I also feel satisfaction whenever I'm working and accomplishing things. And whenever I upload videos, it doesn't feel like a drag like some work can, but it feels like I'm accomplishing something. I feel like I'm putting something up and knowing, oh, hey, people enjoy this. And so it makes me feel like I've gotten something important done that day. And it's been that way for a long time, where like if I don't get a video done, I feel like I, did a terrible job or something, like I didn't get you all content. And I know that people don't demand it of me and say, oh, it has to be out every day or has to do all this stuff. You all are very good about that. But I feel like I haven't done what I'm supposed to. And so in a way, like, it helps me keep my sanity, because when I do come back, and like right now, like streaming, and this means there'll be content ready for people to watch tomorrow, even though I didn't specifically record a video, there'll be this playback that they can go watch. All this stuff makes me feel like I accomplished something, and then I always feel better after that. And then of course I'll sleep better and everything better. So I mean, there's other benefits beyond the fact that I love YouTube to keeping to doing it. Lally says, hi Air and chat, hope you're doing well. I am doing well. Thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate you. Philip Brumbeck says, fire beats wood. Indeed it does. Indeed it does. Duke Wellington says, I remember you making my month when I was much younger and asked about unit customization and progression in Shogun 2. And you mentioned it and responded in a video. Never underestimate what it means. Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about, Duke. When people say that kind of stuff, that I'm glad that it means a lot to you all. Because, like I said, then it helps me feel a sense of fulfillment, like I've accomplished something, and then that helps me as well. So it becomes quite mutual. Definitely like finishing a day and feeling like I've gotten something done rather than accomplished nothing. Alright, let's get in here and take out these ogres. Filthy, stinking ogres. I mean, I don't know that they stink, but they're ogres, so I'm just going to assume it. I think it'll be a pretty safe assumption. I actually think I'm going to take my cavalry. And let's sneak in a different route. There we go.
Yes, General.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and just bring all our troops over here so I can work in close concert.
Yes, my lord.
Gonna do the stupid formations with these. I'm gonna have to.
For the Warhammer!
Ogres don't have a lot of armor, so the Free Company Militia will probably do pretty good. The real downside to them is that they're a pretty close range weapon.
For Heldenhammer! The winds blow.
Let's do some shims burning cheese on these guys. I'm gonna take Karl, my wizard, and start attacking some towers. We're getting shot by one from back there. I've been using towers recently against the AI, and they've just been utter garbage. Like, complete and utter garbage. And whenever the AI uses them against me, they're not, like, amazing, but they always get more work done when it's against me rather than when I use them myself. It's really frustrating. Like,
What do you think?
and not only that, like, the towers just aren't fun. I feel like CA, like, it's something that they need to change. I don't know what exactly it needs to be changed to. Like I said, I think my biggest opinion on that is that the maps need to really be changed and updated and be appropriate for their faction. Like, a lot of variety in these maps. And then I think that probably just setting up defenses before the battle starts, like, I think it should show the defender where the enemy is deploying and then let them set up their defenses. And maybe come up with something more interesting. Like, I mean, maybe towers are still a thing, right? You can choose to build them, but there would be no rebuilding of towers, number one. And then number two, like, I feel like they need to just only build it during the deployment phase, no rebuilding, and then add some other stuff. You know how, like, when you were playing, do you all remember the siege battle with Grom and Eltharion? It was like the, what do you call it, the West battle with Grom and Eltharion. That one, they had like traps and stuff in the city that you could make use of, and make some stuff like that, and make it kind of unique to each faction. It's okay if it takes time. People might say, well, that's a lot of development. It's okay, take your time. You know, just go ahead and take your time and add it to the game. It would be worth it to add it to the game. need to net this unit.
Moving now!
Net it, 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 net it. Net, net!
For the Warhammer!
Just in time.
Great swords!
Ooh, they took a Luminarch shot as well. And then a face full of bullets. Oh, that is brutal. Yeah, I think that upgrade the maps for sure. Great start. And then add new things in, not just what's already here. Change it to where you only build that stuff from the deployment, but you can activate, you know, like traps, other stuff like that, obviously, during the battle. And then I think it would be pretty good. I think that would be a much better way to implement this. Ooh, those guys took a shot. I'm just going to kind of keep tormenting the ogres here. There's no need for me to go get in like a big throwdown brawl with them because that just favors them and I don't need to play their game. I've got the ammunition. We've got time as an ally. The longer we avoid the engagement, honestly, the better it is for us. I'm going to go tear that down.
Great swords! Handgunners!
Okay, what are they using? Trickster Shard. That's no big deal. Trickster Shard's pretty useless.
Quick march!
Oh man, we didn't quite get that shot off.
At speed!
Alright, we've already killed most of the ogre defenders. Is there some reason why we're going over there in order to destroy that?
For the Warhammer! Attack! Battle and blood awaits!
Okay, let's go ahead and take these guys this way. Let's give them a great sword escort. Alright.
Swordsman!
Already another tower up. Like I saw it. Oh, I forgot about my Reiksguard. Air. Just go ahead and fall back out of here. Well, at least we got their attention. It pulled a bunch of their units that way. I have really got to pay attention to the unit cards better. It's like, no matter how many years I play this game, I just, for whatever reason, cannot train myself to just look at the dang unit cards.
No lingering!
Quick march!
Ready for war! Show us the foe! Now! Quickly!
Alright. Did my cavalry retreat as I asked it to? It did. Alright, like I said, at least we got their attention. Some of these are just filthy nobblers, so there are some bulls in the vicinity. Let's just kind of park out there so we can keep their attention. We got some handguns. Move to the next point.
To battle! Awaiting orders for the Emperor!
Okay, we got through there. How is this not destroyed yet? Thank you.
Take position! For the twin-tailed comet!
We got a tower up ahead.
Formation! March!
The Empire endures!
Alright, what do we got over here?
We are Sigmar's heirs! Formation march! We serve friends! Now!
I'm just gonna keep the pistoliers back.
Go!
Put them in
Keeping
skirmish
distance, sir.
mode. There's no need for me to shoot that tower to pieces because we're about to capture
Great
it.
swords!
Go ahead and run
Quick
this way.
march!
We get hit
For
by
Altdorf!
some Iron Fist.
We are
Here comes the
Sigmar's
Tyrant
heirs!
as well, or Slaughtermaster of Beasts.
Illumination upon them! For Heldenhammer! To me, man!
Alright,
See to it!
let's throw down hard with Karl.
Whoa!
Okay, we're gonna crush those nobblers. And I'll push on through.
Faster! Take the ground! To battle! Great swords!
Okay,
Charge!
so pretty easy beat down over here.
Stop until they're all dead! Blood of our heirs! Illumination upon them! Death to the enemy!
wizard do some shooting here. Alright. How have we not captured this point? There we go. We got it. We should see a chain route from the ogres. There we go. So pretty easy chain route. Let's see here. Get some comments. Troachess says, silly bug, I found AI archers shoot downwards through the solid stone gateway. Well, that sucks. That is a crazy bug. Can a human player recreate that same thing? Philip says, I heard it from another stream. What if there was a tower that was stronger, more durable, more pivotal, but once it was gone, it was gone? Again, I'd be fine with that. And, like, maybe there's things you can do to build up supplies before the battle. Like, you can spend money in the campaign, for instance, to go to a settlement and say, hey, I want to invest supplies here. And you take your money and you invest in putting supplies there. You get the supplies laid up. That way, when it gets sieged, it's stronger. But you have to pick all that prior to the battle, and then you have the map variation. So, yes, I think that would be a good idea, personally. Bone Trooper, are you asking if my wife watches this? No, she does not watch my videos, but if it's someone else you're talking about, let me know. I mean, she hears me recording. She knows what I do. She's seen some of them in the past, but she's not like a active viewer. I don't require that of her. She has to hear me all the time. Yeah, no, my wife doesn't watch. I do want her to do a campaign with me, though, and she said she would. And I'm ready to do it, essentially. The only thing that I need to figure out is kind of like how I'm going to take care of having to capture from 2 different screens. Should we stream it? If we stream it, how do I get a microphone on it? And even if we're not streaming, like, how do I operate? I only have, like, 1 microphone, and then it's in the same room. So how would I put a microphone on both of us without picking up the other person? Like, so there's a couple of issues I got to work through and figure out. And so I do want to do it, but it's not quite time yet. It's almost. But yeah, she did say that she would play a campaign with me. And I think it would be pretty epic to have her to do one with me after all these years. I tried to convince her for a long time. I told her, I was like, you know what, you should put videos on my channel. Like, people would love it. But she never really wanted to. Which is fine, right? It's her choice. But yeah, I was offering it to her all the time. I was like, you know, you should make videos. Let's see. Light of battle is not terribly important to me, but I'll unlock it all just because we can. Philip says I have to go do some work for tomorrow morning. Have enjoyed the stream and everyone's company. Wheeler, you're a legend. Air, you're a mad lad. Well, thank you, Philip, and I agree. Clone Trooper is amazing, and so are you. Have a good night. Hope you get your work done. Continue to enjoy your weekend, or hopefully you were already enjoying it. If you're not, I hope you get to enjoy it. Reload time for artillery. I think I was doing some work on my infantry. Improve their weapon. And we can do some artillery work. Go check out Altdorf. We need 16,000, so we do have the growth for it, but we need more cash. So let's save our cash for a couple turns. That is some big money. Big money to build up Altdorf. Do I have the right building tree there, though? There's all the special buildings, and I just don't remember if I... So we'll have one more slot open if it's not. Get off my screen. Look at the building browser here. So... Steam tank has to come from a gunsmith chain, which I do not have, but we can tear down this building because it really doesn't belong in the main settlement anyway. And we'll tear that down in Isleheart because growth is no longer needed here. We'll rebuild that one in Isleheart. I'll replace that with the gunsmith. And then I believe that this should allow, yeah, so this allows for the recruitment of the steam tank. So that should allow us to get steam tanks at Altdorf. I'll probably... Like, it's pretty good money, but I'm going to tear that down as well because there's a lot of special buildings and this other stuff that we need at Altdorf, so I'm just going to go ahead and get that one out of the way as well. Okay, but we need to save our money from from here to a couple of turns. We can make some money by winning a battle. So if there's an army that would
Champion of the faith.
kindly sacrifice itself for the cause, that I would appreciate. Alright, Beckhofen is under siege by Ostland here. That's good. And it looks like Kislev may be in some trouble. I think I'm gonna...
Praise be to Sigma. I will do
Yeah,
anything
Kislev
for
may be in
Sigma.
trouble. I want to go up and lend them a head. I'm not worried about Mordheim or whether we settle it.
Archlector, your
Let's just
word
head up
is
here and
my
see if
command.
Kislev needs some help. We could always retake Kislev and then gift it back to them just to gain their trust. I think it'd be cool to put an outpost there and be able to take some of their units. So I'm thinking I'm gonna try that. Let's go ahead and end our turn. We have some unassigned skill points. Let's do those before we... Got the unassigned skill right here. So Wheeler and Warner the Witch Gunner. The skill punts. Looks like we got... Let's see, magic... Ooh, 10% ward save would be handy. Yeah, let's give him the ward save. Ward save is always a good thing. I need one of those in real life, don't we? Dante says, HeirofCarthage, you must do... must be a masochist playing Empire and Immortal Empires. Nah, I mean, it actually hasn't been too bad. As soon as you get rid of all the Nurgle filth to the north, it certainly makes a lot easier. Keep things cleaned up properly. So I did Pistol Corps and Imperial Gunnery because I really wanted to make my artillery pretty bonkers. I'm going to go ahead and move over here and try and get Sharpshooter. I don't know if my units have enough experience. They don't quite, but it'll be nice to have it because it'll buff up the Sunmaker and the Hammer of Witches even more. But yeah, we really need to get our guns to be as ludicrous as possible in this army for it to be effective. Yeah, we don't want to build anything because we're in a money-saving crusade here. Took the moot from the ogres. I like how the moot is like its own settlement here now too. Let's just use growth and trade. We don't need that, so let's tear that down. That'll also give me more money. The ogres have a couple of camps, and then they own Grinzat as well. We'll need to clean the ogres out of Averland here.
Friends of the Empire.
Do a fishing stream. I really want to, Wheeler. I love going out kayak fishing. I actually caught some pretty cool fish today. I mean, they weren't like world records or anything, but I caught my best largemouth bass of the season today. It was about, I think it was about 17 inches long and about 3 pounds. Not too long ago, I caught the biggest smallmouth bass I ever got. I think it was about 2.5 pounds, about 16 inches long. Had a couple of random catfish catches this year that was fun. I haven't even specifically gone fishing for catfish, but I managed to get a few. But yeah, that might be fun. It requires some equipment I don't have, but yeah, I could take it on. Like it's something that I think would be fun. So I might have to do a couple of, like, instead of doing streams, I might just have to make it a video, because it'd be my luck that if I stream it, you know, I'd be out there trying to stream it, and then, of course, I would not catch anything and, like, fall out of my kayak or get hit by a boat or who knows what. Anything and everything that could go wrong would go wrong whenever you're live.
I'm the one in charge round here. Men, war calls.
Let's see, Stefano says, have you experienced the endgame yet, Air? I got hammered by the dwarf endgame. So everyone I've played so far has given me the dwarf endgame. I want to say it's like 3 or 4 times that I've had the endgame, and it's been the dwarf endgame every time. And I'm really hoping for something different. I was thinking maybe there was a bug, but other people were telling me, no, I'm not getting the dwarf endgame every time, so I don't know what it is, but apparently the dwarves have a major grudge against me. Like, they are not pleased
Only one I listen
at all.
to is me.
Should I try and cut off Balthasar from snagging that
Bring me
settlement?
to my men. Men,
I think I will.
I will fight with you.
Sorry, Balthasar, I'm cutting you off. We'll be friends soon enough. I need to confederate Balthasar. Seats, I mean, are all the elector counts filled in? No. I don't have enough characters to fill in all the electric counts yet. I'm missing one over here, and I just don't have a character for it, and I don't really want to... I mean, I could recruit just one person, sit over there, I guess, just so we have an electric count. And you know what? Since it was your idea, Nick, how about we... I'll do something for you. Okay, so Nick came up with the idea, so we're going to rename this. This is going to be Nick Patchy's Huntsman. There you go. And then you are now the electric count of Sylvania, Southern Sylvania. Okay, and then I will get another character. Like, I think if I raise a lord, it's going to hit me a little bit on income, but it shouldn't be too bad if I don't really pull in a whole army. We have a huntsman, we have an archlector. Let's grab a general of the empire. And let's see, determined monster tracker. So that sounds fun. Ubel Kemp. We'll have to come up with another name for him.
Yes, my lord.
And let's see here. I'll do my best to rule justly and proudly. Good. As long as you're cruel and unusual to everything that isn't the Empire, you'll do just fine. Let's see. Probably start off with... Let's do this. And swordsman, flagellants, halberds. Yeah, that'll work. He's already got the war horse as well, so that's handy. We'll just kind of let him chill there so that we have the electric counts filled in. So there we go. Now we can put him here. That'll also give us access to Ulrich's swordsman.
Affirmative.
There we go. Awesome. Clone Trooper's liking that action doesn't have my consent. Let's see, Patchy has quite the illustrious history. His conquering spans time and space, and universes at this point, because he came into this totally made-up universe of Warhammer. Yeah. Good old Patchy. Oh, Kislev got taken by Karak Kadrin. You jerks. Come on, man. Kislev needed something there. Give him a break. We've only got like a couple of settlements. None of these are... I was going to say, if any of these were settlement capital, would have tried to give it to Kislev. Karak Kadrin, come on, dwarves. They are greedy folk. As well as dimensions, yeah, that's right. Patchy. Patchy is a character. I mean, he was fun in Shogun too. I named all my daimyos after him. It was quite a bit of fun. Now, what was I up to? Right, so I typoed
Huntsman
this.
General.
That's awesome.
Huntsman General.
Huntsman. I don't think there's enough. Oh, come on. I'll have to take out the apostrophe or like the space or something. There we go. Let's get rid of the space. Why is there so much of a limit here? Huntsman. There we go. Got it. And we have enough money to build Altdorf into the city-state that we all need. And then we hopefully have enough money to start the gun building here. Yep, let's get the gunsmith. Alright, so it took all of our money to get that done. I think, yeah, I do have just enough to do that one. There we go. Let's go earn some more money by cracking some skulls. I feel like we need to send... We need to send Archlector Wheeler north here and go help protect our allies. Like, I can see Chaos making incursions, and maybe we can go get Prague and hand it to Kislev so that we can then put an outpost in it and hopefully pick up some sweet Kislev units for some of our armies. I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay, Karl Franz picks up yet another skill point. Let's go ahead and put that skill into his own personal tree here.
In the name of Magnus.
In this turn, and we're going to want to make a run for Aberheim after this to see if I can complete that settlement, and then that would give us the ability to have yet another elector count there.
Greetings from Sigma.
What up, Ungram? Trade agreement, that sounds pretty good, actually. We could use a few bear sleds, exactly. Exactly. I am unconcerned with Morsliv's wrath. What's going on, Twilight? Thanks for joining tonight. Clone Trooper says still waiting for the Empire expanded roster mod. Ooh, that'll be a good one. That will be a good one. Alright, let's give up the prestige and grab some more authority. I've got a lot of prestige right now.
Servant of the faith.
I'm gonna move into an camp stance. Start pushing towards Prague. Gonna be slow healing. This army is gonna be tricky depending on what we come up against because, you know, it doesn't have any solid melee capability in it, so we're gonna have to be careful how we engage because I most assuredly do not wish to get Clone Trooper killed. That would be a disgrace and a shameful display. Shameful display. Alright, let's see. I don't want to build anything just yet. Get skill points here for our warrior priest. We haven't named any of these characters either. You know what? I have a couple of mods that I feel like I should honor because they've been helping me for a long time. And I believe Appius has been a wizard before, but we're going to have this be Appius Rullus. He is actually a character from my original West Rome Kim. Alright, this is Appius Rullus, the light wizard. And then here, I'm going to do, I've also got to honor Wicked, so I'll make sure and pull him in. Just thinking some of my moderators over on the Discord, they help me out a whole bunch. And I've got Warner represented. We have Clone Trooper represented as the head of the Salt Extraction Office. So we've got to get, let's put Pratani in here. Another one of my longtime mods. This would be Pratani the Fervent. If I spelled it right, I probably didn't, but... Alright, there we go. So, let's bolt for Averheim. Oh, it's under siege. Come on! Bunch of jerks. Well, they're all the way up at 9 already. The next time I get an opportunity, I could probably confederate these jerks.
Sigma's will come in peace.
It'll let me have the ability. Let's get in here to electoral machinations. Jerks! Can't hardly improve those relations. Alright, that'll work. Alright. Moot's still on fire. I guess we should fix it. The Grand Cauldron provides a garrison of crossbowmen and wine resources. That's pretty sweet, actually. Have to take advantage of that. Alright, let's see, our army's marching north. We can build... I'm not worried about an outpost with these guys, so let's just skip that. Army's at... Karl... Karl can't take that settlement, which is unfortunate. Looks like the Golden Order already cleaned out the Troll settlement in the mountain, or sorry, the Ogre settlement in the mountains, which means the only thing left is on the other side of Blackfire Pass there. No reason why we couldn't go shut it down. What we could do, though... Rather than really... Well, let's go ahead and shut up the ogres. And you know what we... Yeah, I know what we could do. Let's go ahead and do these quest battles as well. I always wait forever to do the quest battles. Might as well just do it. Go get Galmaraz. Let's fight this one. Possibly many, many kills. I'm working on it, Killscribe. We do need many kills. That's for sure. Twilight Ranger says, seeing how I don't normally play vanilla humans, is the improved relations with Prestige usable on non-human factions like Hall of Influence? It is not. It can only be used with the other Electric Count factions. Good question, though. Hey, Clone Trooper, thanks for the 2. He says, Killscribe has arrived. Indeed he has. And it is a moment of triumph for us all.
Now is the time, men of the Empire, to unite, for the orcs gather. Beyond the pass, a war boss draws to him all that is foul. An orc horde beyond imagining. As Sigmar fought, so shall we. We will become part of the legend. We will wipe the orcs from our door. And only when this is done, when our nation has healed, shall I take up Galmaraz. For Sigmar, for the Empire, for the Warhammer!
Okay.
My subjects call!
I mean, it's still powerful, but am I the only one who feels like the Luminarch has kind of been nerfed? Nerfed in the sense that, like, many things have gotten much stronger, like in terms of hit points and other stuff like that, but the Luminarch hasn't. Like, it's still a good tool, don't get me wrong. Like, I mean, it can do some really nice damage, but, you know, it fires so slow, it's slow to move, it has to be protected. Like, I feel like the Luminarch is good, but it's almost like it hasn't gotten some updates that it needed in order to stay more relevant. What do you all think?
Reichsguard Knights! We await your orders! Great sword!
Empire roster's quite weak at the moment. They hold their own. They hold their own. I do think the Luminarch, to me at least, feels a little out of date. The thing with the Empire is that, like, most of their troops aren't the best at anything. Like, Demigryph Knights have been nerfed down quite a bit since the beginning. Like, you're not going to find the Empire being the best at anything. What you will find with the Empire is the ability to do almost everything. And then their artillery is fantastic. Like, the Empire has really good artillery capabilities. They have excellent magic capability. So I feel like that is probably why the Empire sometimes feels limited in terms of what you get from them.
Taking position!
The Empire endures!
Yeah, I feel like that the Empire is very good. What are they? Why are they sitting? Oh, they have a Doom Diver. That's why they're sitting back. Ooh. Hack Foe Spike just took one right there. That was brutal.
Sigma calls!
I wonder if we can use Karl to draw some of this fire.
Sigma calls! To battle!
Ulrich's wrath on them!
Oh, come on, he's sitting dead still. No way that's a miss.
Obey!
What universe is that a miss in? Alright, got a fireball out there. I'm just gonna keep poking at the war boss here.
Ready? Sigma guides us. Quick march! To battle!
Ooh, we scored another pretty good hit. I think they're shooting at my horses. I thought maybe they were shooting at Karl because it's going real close to him, but they're just picking away at my horses for some stupid reason.
Verheldenhammer!
Not really sure what their reasoning is there. Ooh, another shot. Oh, another hit.
Ready for
Yeah,
war!
he is hurting. That war boss is... he is feeling it.
Ready for war!
I know they're shooting up my pistoliers, but honestly I'd rather them be shooting my pistoliers than anything else right now, so... sucks to be you, pistoliers. I'm gonna need to get some better units in this army too. Not that I don't like pistoliers, but Karl's army is going to need something with a little more oomph. I'm thinking about replacing them maybe with some artillery.
Ulrich's wrath on them!
That was a solid hit. Let's use the fireball, see if we can finish this guy. Finish him. Ooh, yes. A beautiful hit. So the orcs have lost their war boss.
No lingering! Moving! The Temple of Lumina!
Let's just start shooting more things.
Karl Franz! The Empire
And then if they want to camp on top of this hill,
Ready for war!
let's go make them pay a little price here.
The Temple of Lumina!
Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Sigma! I will not
Yeah, they want to sit here and camp on the hill. That's cool. Go have fun. It's your little camp out. Got a present for you.
Illumination upon them! The Empire endures! Take position! Warrior priest! Going!
Yeah, just sit there and camp. No reason to attack me, right? Because you have a ranged advantage.
Go! Light is might! Light of battle! Quick march!
Alright, the dwarves are coming to help me already. But those archers are going full Draika on me.
We're Sigma's heirs! For Heldenhammer!
Let them have it. Well, I was kind of hoping to make them come to me and shoot them up, but I don't have the artillery to force it. Holy crap, man, just the sniping. The AI is just the little cheekiest butthole snipers. Like, that is all they do.
The Empire
It is just endless and relentless sniping
Reichsguard Knights!
of your characters. A good shot with the Luminarch there. Yeah, look at them, they're still going for it.
The Empire!
Just can't help themselves.
Moving! Illuminus calls! Ready for war! Take the ground! No lingering! Yes, sir, quickly!
Alright, give those guys a gun bombardment.
Reichsguard Knights!
Let's get in here and finish this.
By Ulrich's wrath!
Had enough of these filthy
The
goblins.
winds blow strong! Take position!
Guess why I didn't want to come fight on this hill? Because the hill screws up all of my shooting angles.
For Heldenhammer! Yes, my lord! By Gol Maraz!
Let's pull back our wizard because he's getting kind of
Ready to serve!
shot up. Where's my different cavalry units?
Reichsguard Knights!
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, Karl. What is that? Oh, giants. A couple of giants going after Karl.
Charge the battle here!
Some protection out there. Karl, get out of there. Alright, we'll cover his retreat with the cavalry.
Go!
Let's get some help in there against the giant, because the giant's probably going to turn on my warrior priest next.
Reichsguard!
To me, man!
It's a Ragnarok and a giant, so that's why we were getting absolutely clobbered there for a
The
moment.
ground quakes!
Yes! This is my command!
I am prepared! Illumination upon them!
Empire
Take
Knights
a
getting
position!
throttled. Back them out.
For Heldenhammer!
Dropping the abilities here.
To combat! Emperor's might! For Heldenhammer!
Need to replace these Empire Knights with Reichsguard as well, because the Reichsguard get a bonus versus large. Karl's army.
The Empire is yours! By Ulrich's wrath!
Probably don't want to drop that right now.
Vanish!
Send it at that
The
spider.
Temple of Lumina!
Ready for war!
What are
Reichsguard
we doing with the
Knights!
Reichsguard? Reichsguard's having a few struggles. We're stuck on some goblins back here. Looks like we got rid of the giant, just the Ragnarok spider remaining. go speed its passing.
My rule is absolute. War!
Get it, Karl. Get him. There we go. Double team the spider. Alright, let's finish cleaning this out. Our Reichsguard actually got a ton of kills. That bonus versus large is great. Helps them get a lot more kills. That is such a cool feature for the Reichsguard. Clone Trooper thinks it too. He says you could do the YouTube TikTok thing for fishing. To do a proper TikTok thing for fishing, though, wouldn't I just have to get like a bikini girl and like have that be the thumbnail of the video? It's like monster fish, and it's like a girl in a bikini, and like, I mean, isn't that the right way you take? And then when you click on it, it's not even fishing; it's just the bikini girl dancing. Isn't that pretty much the entirety of TikTok anyway? I feel like that should be the name of TikTok. It's just the Dancing Girls app. No, you don't want me in the bikini. A catfish in a bikini, though, that would be pretty good. Yeah, I feel like TikTok is just, they should just rename it the Dancing Girl app. Alright, that should give us Galmaraz. Gives us a nice boost in attack.
I am Prince and Emperor.
You are Prince and Emperor.
Moving off.
Those are fair points. Exalted Horde says you have to use a river troll hag. Now that sounds about right. Oh man, that's disgusting. Look at the vampires building up their forces here. They want to get through my fort, but they will not easily get through this fort. I've put a bunch of huntsmen here because then I can shred the vampire monsters that come after us. I have, you know, the Royal Altdorf Griffites, Sutzen's more. Let's see what else we got available to us here. We can get some Ulrich swords here. They have Frenzy. We've also got a Knights of Moor. All this stuff is really high upkeep. I'll wait and, you know, we'll recruit it if we feel like we need to. Actually, I kind of want to recruit it just so we can let it start recharging. It's going to hurt us upkeep-wise, but it'll make that army stronger and kind of let us use some of these troops all at the same time. Okay. How are we doing on the steam tank purchase? Alright, the gunsmith is underway. We opened up a building here, but I don't have the 10,000 for the palace. So let's just save some cash. We have unassigned skill points. Let's see here. Specialist. Praetani the Fervent. Let's see. Righteous Fury? Wouldn't hurt. Never hurts to have a bunch of extra melee attack, does it? Exalted Horde says, HeirofCarthage, no, you must use it. Oh, yeah, we got the River Troll Hag. What the crap's going on? TikTok. It's Heirov Bikini. You all would be blind for life. And then, of course, I couldn't forgive myself for something like that. Blinding all of you people and just, you know, destroying the world with an image like that is just... I mean, the world has enough problems. That is absolutely the last thing this world needs. They'd have to probably hold, like, war crime conventions again if I did that.
True servant of Sigma.
Fire up the Hague. Time for the trials to begin. Man, thank you all for being here tonight. We got 100 folks with us, and it is late at night, and this was unplanned, so thank you, each and every one of you. Appreciate you being here. And if you were watching this afterwards just to get some Karl Franz action, I hope you're enjoying it.
Friends
hope
of the
you
Empire,
are enjoying it.
come.
Let's see, defensive alliance. Yeah, I think so. This is part of the reason why. Like, I don't mind doing traditional campaigns, but I do think that... See how there's like a lot of grindy type things we're having to do here? I think it'd be fun to do traditional campaign videos. But maybe not show like every last single thing. Because you end up in grinds. Like, I've already cut a bunch of grind out of this campaign. And I feel like that's what makes people stop watching the traditional campaign format, is because you end up in a grind and it gets boring. And I think that turns a lot of people off to it. And, you know, I want to do them because it's kind of been like a bread and butter thing to the channel for a long time. But I feel like they work best if you all let me cut out some of the grindy parts. But then I've been doing that with this and Kolek. And I think in some ways, maybe for people, you also have the problem that it can maybe feel like, I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's not continuous. It feels broken up. They don't have, you know what I mean? Like when I skip things, they don't get the right context or something like that. So I don't know. Like I don't know how to do. I don't know how to split that, because like I said, I feel like that's the problem. Like if you just play every last thing, it takes forever. It turns into a grind. People quit watching the grind. If you skip things, people feel like they don't know what's going on and they quit. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like each one has its own issue, and I would love to kind of think of a way that helps me avoid the worst of both, if such a thing is possible, which I don't even know if it is. But yeah, you'll have to tell me what you think.
I command here.
Twilight Ranger says, personally, I don't mind seeing the grind as long as it's efficiently handled. Yeah, you know, maybe so. Maybe so. Loved your Warhammer 2 videos with the dino. I'm glad you enjoyed those, Michael. Thank you. Trantor says, nice watching Air in the background while playing as the Curseling. How's it going with the Curseling? How does his campaign go? And see, Clone Trooper says, I like the cinematic battles. I like putting the cinematic battles in. Honestly, it'd be easier to do some of those here and there if I was cutting out the grind, but maybe like a battle occurs that was a good battle, I could record it, and then, you know, like whenever we do come back with the episode, we could show that. Yeah, Nick's saying he likes the cinematic battles too. I like them too. Like, I feel like they're just a lot prettier for the campaign. Sigma. They show a lot more. Yeah, personally, I enjoy them quite a lot more as well. I don't see anybody ready to defend Prague, so what I'm going to do, I don't want to tip our hand here. I'm going to take attrition, though. That sucks.
I will do anything for Sigma.
I'm going to back up just a little bit. Hopefully Azazel doesn't see us, because I kind of want to like just sneak past him and pick up Prague. Or if we can lure him closer and kill Azazel, I don't know. But man, a Slaneshi fast-moving army is a pretty big danger for Clone Troopers' army, so we're going to have to be careful.
Franz. They will obey.
Kind of a nightmare scenario for them, to be honest. Alright, so we can build the next tier on the gunsmith. We're getting closer to the tank, ever closer. And this turn again. Aries says, the way CA showed off Festus campaign, I think was the future of Let's Plays for grindy games like Warhammer. How did they do that? I haven't gotten to see the Festus Let's Play. If you don't mind, give me a quick rundown, Aries. I'll try and check it out later as well. Bill says, playing Kislev or the Empire when the endgame crisis starts at turn 50 is the closest thing you'll get to Total War Attila and Warhammer. Yeah, that would certainly be a way to make things very, very interesting. Sure. Military access, why not? says they compressed an entire campaign into 10 minutes, showing off all the cool stuff, cutting out the boring stuff. I'll have to go take a look at it, see what they did. It's a military force here. Help defend against the Skaven. I think trying to show highlights from a campaign is a good strategy. Maybe so. Of course, playing a whole campaign takes a lot of hours as well. We'll have to try some things out. I'll go see what they did with the Festus campaign. See if it gives me any ideas.
See no other option. Is it time?
Steal some of CA's ideas,
To unite the provinces.
then go laughing down the streets. Of course, they have a whole team of people who are way better at editing and rendering and planning stuff than me, so it'd probably be hard for me to properly steal their ideas. Any just generals in this one that can yeet armies like the Dead Frog could in 2? Well, I mean, there's certainly people who are very powerful, like Be'lakor is very powerful. I'm trying to think of Game 3. I mean, Kugath. If they don't have guns or like arrows to shoot Kugath with, then yeah, I mean he can pretty much cut through entire armies. He is very, very strong. Wouldn't want to underestimate that guy for a second. Trying to get some more cash out of this place. Get some money out of Sylvania. Worked hard to take this place, now I want to get paid. Get some work done in Sylvania. Oh, look, the dwarves are here to back me up.
I live to serve.
They're not
the
quite
Emperor.
within reinforcement range, but they could help. Yeah, and Azazel's too far away to reinforce. It looks like the dwarves are already taken other things here as well. Let's go ahead and hold the surround here. So I'll start building equipment just because, and let's continue the
Death to the
siege.
faithless.
Oh yeah, Scarbrand is definitely one of the one-man army kind of units. He's very strong, and then especially in campaign where you can buff him up and get all kinds of special stuff as well. So he is definitely very strong. People are saying Tarox is still good.
Greetings from Sigmar.
I'm sure he is. I mean, I'm sure he's still good. I haven't tried the Beastmen yet in this game. Non-aggression pact. I thought we already had a non-aggression pact. Heck, we had like a military alliance earlier. I don't know what happened there. Ronan says, love your vids, Air. Originally found you 2 years ago. Binge watched your Rome 2 videos. Well, thanks, Ronan. Appreciate it. I need to make some more historical content videos. I've just been so strapped for time, and I'm enjoying the crap out of Warhammer 3 right now. Like, I am loving Mortal Empires. It isn't without issues, but it's good, and it's fun. Ooh, the Golden Order. Yes, we will. So we have confederated with one Balthasar Gelt.
I am ready.
Here's his army. It's just a
Are
bunch
you-
of huntsmen and crossbows. Interesting. The only army that we picked up from Balthasar. No, it is not. Let's just kick all this stuff. Try and get back into the positive. Let's see what else we got. Balthasar, Simon.
Direct me, sir.
Probably need him in Balthasar's
Yes.
army.
Direct me.
Probably don't need multiples
How should we
though.
proceed? Pick up the
But you know what? We
pace.
can just go ahead and keep
Your
him.
orders?
We'll send this guy up. Oh, here comes Throg.
Get
He might
training.
kill our electric
Yes, my
count.
lord.
Middenheim doesn't have great defenses.
Raise
Not
Sigmar.
good. Throg's coming back for seconds.
What does the Emperor bid?
I don't know if he'll straight up attack me. Some of these other settlements around me are a little bit weaker, but we need to try and build that. I mean, that may end up being a waste of money. 15 turns that Prague can hold under siege. Holy
Purge
cow.
the heretics.
That is wacky.
The nation calls.
So Franz cleared them out. Draika Hills.
By the comet.
I wonder if the Skaven own that. I want that salt. I like dealing in salt. Here, I got an idea. I got an idea. Let's take Draika Hills. So I'm just gonna auto-resolve this, take it. That gets rid of the ogres here. We'll occupy their settlement. And then let's gift that back over to the dwarves.
Greetings, honorable ally.
Hills. Wow, these guys don't like me very much. Oh, it gets us a military alliance, though. Worth. There we go. Alright, so now I pick up a military alliance with the Dawi.
Step forth, true friend of the Ungrown clan.
Yes.
Okay.
Men of the Empire.
You may express reverence now.
Oh, I may? Thanks for letting me know.
Harmony.
I shall permit this audience. A boon to the...
Okay. Some extra trade agreements fired up. We're not making much money now, though. So we basically brought on another army. So... we get a little more money whenever we pick up that gold smelter. Let's grab some cash here. What else we got? Some easy money. Trade more logs there. Grass keep's not looking bad. Like we need to put up some throggier defenses, though. This is a dangerous situation up here. And I can't spare any armies to go. Like if I vacate Helmgard, we're gonna get hit by the vampires. No, we.
Huntsman
I
General.
wonder if we could hit this and raise it, and then just head back into our own territory.
Forward to victory.
It's kind of risky here, but.
All or nothing.
Resolve.
Wipe it off the map.
There we go. See if we can get back to our settlement. Yep, we did.
Huntsman General, secure the perimeter.
Perfect. So we'll tear down the vampire settlement there just to make things harder for them. That helps increase the capability of our character here as well.
Praise Sigma.
I know he hasn't moved, but
I will marshal the
do I stay here and help defend the settlement with them, or do I abandon the settlement? I just don't know what Throg's bringing. So that one, it's good to see what... Oh, we could send Balthasar that way. What am I thinking? I was like, oh, I don't have any armies. I got Balthasar. And we need money, so Balthasar could come fight with the Norskins, maybe get us some cash. All right, run, Balthasar. Get your butt back there. Diplomacy in general is so much smoother in Warhammer 3. Yes, it is. Do the Dragon Lords take baths? I don't know. That's a good question.
What?
That is a pretty good question. What do you all think? And available. Oh, we have Fort Saul. You all remember Fort Saul from the All-Gun Empire campaign? We had many good times at Fort Saul. Many a battle. Oh, speaking of, so they have not put their buildings together very well here. We can make some more money by taking those over. Need to look at Solend. Yes, we'll put together a little bit better array of buildings here. That down to... Maybe, though, once we put up some some more income building. We can kind of just turn it around and keep all these armies. It'd be great to have all the armies. So I'll see what we can do to afford them better. It's gonna give us a victory here, so I'm gonna take it. We should not get a victory here, but how in the world could my garrison defeat Scrag here? It doesn't even make any sense. Oh well, the auto-resolve's constantly taking victories from me, so I will happily take one back from them.
Speak. I will hear you now.
Okay. I guess we're fighting then, Vampire. The Darkland Orcs declaring war on the Dawi. See, and Ahsoka says, I still haven't played yet. Was starting first campaign and GPU bust. Ooh, that sucks. Good thing that GPUs are actually probably at their most reasonable prices in a long time. So that's actually kind of a fortunate circumstance for you. The authority +1. Alright, so Scrag's faction is dead.
Ready?
Huh, he beat himself up on my minor settlement, and now he's gonna get himself killed by our new electric count. Well done. You're a genius, Throg.
To the provinces.
Absolute genius.
So,
Throg is a moron. There is no other way to put it. Ooh, we gotta have the Knights Panther chapter house. And then how come, like, CA needs to fix this. We got the Knights Panther and there's like another one. How come, like, it's like, oh, unlocks the recruiting of Empire Knights. Okay, how come it doesn't unlock the recruitment of the Knights Panther? You know what I mean? CA, please. Just add it already. Stop asking questions and just add it. Alright? Because I said so, there doesn't have to be any other reasons. That's right, you got the CA please emoji there from Wheeler. CA please. Thank you. More cash off those buildings. Castle Templehof. We're about to have some timber mill going.
who calls?
And I really want that salt at Matorka, but there's really no way for me to.
My orders
that.
are to move.
Over there with Franz. Oh, the vampires are getting shellacked by Coron. They got chased out of their little mountain settlement there. Orcs are looking pretty strong.
Sir!
Alright, let's just hold for now. We won't get any hurry. Balthasar can come help. I don't like Balthasar's army, by the way, either. It's not a good army. I don't know, since we held them back, like, I'm kind of tempted to just roll this army over here
Step to it.
instead. Because Throg is gone for now. Won't be back for a little while, so let's see what we can do in his absence. Yeah, the salt, exactly. That's right, Clone Trooper. I want that salt. Salt is a resource that I am jealous of. It's already giving us potential victory now. Let's keep sieging these guys. We don't want to get caught out by a bunch of reinforcements. At the same time, like, I'm basically taking Prague so I can give it to Kislev and try and help them out here. That's my objective. Like, I want to give it to Kislev so that they'll have a large settlement where I can potentially steal some units off of them.
How should we proceed?
Where was I sending these guys? I meant to put these guys in Balthasar's army. Let's send them over here. We'll join them up with Balthasar's army, and let's send this guy north.
Time? Pick up the pace!
There we go. Alright, let's end our turn. Duke of Wellington says, I was very late to Warhammer 2, picked it up in the last summer sale. Is it worth playing through, or should I just move on to Warhammer 3? Well, I mean, if you just paid for... Well,
from Sigmar.
here's the good thing. So you got a couple of options. If you don't have the money, or don't want to spare the money to go get Game 3 right now, and maybe you'd like to pick it up on a sale in order to get a better deal, Warhammer 2 is very playable, and it offers a lot of the same experience that you get here. Not all. There is definitely some new stuff. But, I mean, it does offer a lot of the experience that you get in Immortal Empires. So it's totally worth your time. And then the good news is that you picked it up on sale, so you already saved some money. And since you own it, eventually, whenever you get Warhammer 3, whether it's sooner, whether it's later, obviously there's still value to that, because then you can play those Warhammer 2 factions in Warhammer 3. So it's really up to you. You know, like, if you don't feel like you have the money, or if you just really like getting a good deal, and man, there's nothing wrong with getting good deals, then you could wait for a sale on Warhammer 3, and then you will have gotten a good deal on both of them. Aries says, Warhammer 2 is amazing. I'm not even touching Warhammer 3 until they finish the DLC. I plan to pick it up on sale. Yep. I mean, that is totally a strategy, and it is not a bad one.
The Empire.
They'll save you money as long as you can be patient. I'm not good at the patience part. Plus, I run a YouTube channel, right? So I kind of have to go out and make sure I get the new stuff. So yeah, but patience is definitely a fine virtue.
Summon the Elector Counts.
One to be remembered.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Is a good ally. All right, let's see here. Yep, the vampires are getting rooted out of their little mountain hole. Good.
It is time.
I've got Balthasar on the way, so we'll push forward and start a fight against the greenskins there. And then as we take more settlements, we can start getting some more cash. Speaking of cash, I want to look at all my potential buildings, and we want to put in some income. Income is going to be important right now. Like right here, if we build this up, I can put in more income there. Same thing at the moot. Ooh, 40 barrels of wine and nice. Okay, we need to save the 4K. All right, let's save.
Now?
Build that one at Filedorf, because that's a good building. I mean, there's some really good mods out for Warhammer 2 as well that can help the experience. Like, for instance, you don't get small settlement battles in Warhammer 2, but if you go get the custom map mod for the Grand Campaign, like, it's pretty sweet. It's got tons of extra maps that you can use, and it improves the variety. There's a bunch of other really cool mods for Warhammer 2. Like, there's some excellent mods for it that can help get the experience as close as possible to Game 3. Or in some ways better, right? Because mods are really good. Mods are really good. Wu9 Live says, when is Arif Kolek? I mean, well, he'll be next, because we're doing this one this time, so Kolek will be our next video for some campaign action. He will be back soon. Those of you wealthy Dragon Ogre fans, Kolek is really doing a good job with his wealth management. I mean, we can take this, and we can do so without losing any units. Let me just check and make sure we're not about to get ambushed by, like, a nearby enemy army. It doesn't look like it. Let's go ahead and take this, and then gift it back over to Kislev. Okay. Can we gift this back over to Kislev?
What news do you bring to the Ice Throne, friend?
Yeah, we can.
All Kislev things.
Okay. Alright, we have given Kislev back what was once theirs.
Ever vigilant.
Hopefully they will take good care of it.
Let us discuss stately
I'd like to construct an
affairs.
outpost there, but we'll wait for it to get a little larger, and I'm saving... Oh, speaking of, we have enough money for that. Oh, look, our income just shot up again. So let's keep working. This will be a really nice one there. Boosting up our income. We don't really need this building there right now. Let's tear that down as well. Okay. Some extra growth right here. Alright, Franzi is getting all healed up. It's so weird, like the Vampire Coast like declared war on me. Like I was like 500 miles away and they're like, "We hate you! Declaring war immediately." Alright. Whatever works.
The Empire!
Let us begin.
Wow, Balthasar has some crazy movement range. Look at how far he can move in a single turn.
Moving off.
That's wild. It's gonna pop one of these swordsmen out of the army. And then move this Empire captain
Yes,
in.
General. They'll be marching, all right.
Huntsman General!
Okay, we're about to be able to push through the pass.
You summon me.
And then I'm thinking we'll grab Paravon and Kinel from the orcs.
The great outdoors!
Okay. Let's see here. So Clone Trooper Wheeler picks up a skill point. Let's put that into Assuring Presence. And Warner's gonna pick one up. I feel like speed is important for the Witch Hunter, so let's give him that. Him picking up a skill point. Okay, let's end this turn. Ares says the repetitive settlement battles is yet another reason I'm not picking up Warhammer 3 until CA mods are fixed. Yeah, they have some work to do on those. I'm glad they added settlement battles, but they do have some work to do. Clone Trooper says he's in need of Immortal. You are. We need to get you more skill points, which means we need to fight more battles. We gotta fight more battles, Clone Trooper, to get that for you. Nick says, I'm excited for End and Nippon. I mean,
Friends of the
if
Empire,
CA does those,
come.
I am going to be beyond excited. I'm not convinced they will. But it would be nice. And honestly, CA might be willing to do them and sell them, but I almost wonder, like, because does Games Workshop want them to do it? Because that's probably a lot of work for Games Workshop to have to come up with all this lore and characters and approve it all and help them write it and come up with the artwork, and like it makes me wonder whether Games Workshop would be the holdup rather than CA, but I don't know
So,
on that front.
let us move.
We've already gotten quite a few factions created that really weren't there in, you know, the old fantasy battles, and so that's great. I'm happy. Like, it just adds more to the whole Warhammer universe, makes it that much more fun. But I'm not convinced we're going to get those factions, unfortunately. Alright, it looks like Hell Pit needs to be a target.
I serve the Helden Hammer.
Let's move that direction. See if we can stir up a fight.
Yes,
How many greenskins are we talking about? Ah, they're all crap.
as is my
Trash
right by
greenskins. Let's
Sigmar's
go take
crown.
these guys out. There we go. That action has his consent, by the way. Ooh, we picked up a potion of toughness.
Bring me to my
Take
men.
the Forest of Gloom. That's gonna give me slightly more income. Okay, good. Good. Alright, so Karl's kind of cleaned out some of our southern flank. Wow, we've got greenskins here, and we've got greenskins over here as well. through the mountains.
Now, do not waste my potential.
Let's take Balthasar. Come lay siege to Paravan. Declare war.
I shall be victorious.
Huntsman General! Advancing!
I am the Supreme
Siege.
Patriarch.
I don't think the vampires are going to be able to effectively double back at us because they've lost a lot of their forces fighting against
Stay
King
together!
Lewin. We have the mortar here, so technically we should be able to attack now, right? No. Making us wait, whatever. Just continue the siege. No biggie. Alright. That was crazy. We're actually picking up viewers as the nights goes on. I figured people would be dropping off because we're up so ridiculously late. Maybe the other side of the world's waking up, though. You're waking up and have to hear my grizzled voice. Sorry, world. You know, I didn't mean for you to wake up to that, but it is what it is. Thanks for joining us, folks. Hope you're enjoying it. Getting some good Empire action in for Clone Trooper Wheeler here. Hope he's enjoying it as well. Making some solid progress. I mean, we've picked up a lot of territory. We've got multiple more armies. We confederated Balthasar. Speaking of Balthasar, we need to go respec him because the AI probably screwed up his abilities. 1400 in Japan. All right, so Wheeler is with us right in the middle of the day. DJ saying, yeah, it's morning in Europe now. Yeah, the farther east in Europe, like, it's starting to be morning, and even in the UK, which I think is 6 hours behind me, so it's about almost 6 in the morning there. Maybe some folks early to rise for that morning tea in the UK joining us. And it's only 9:30 on the West Coast, that's right, Luis?
By the comet.
West Coast 2 hours behind me. The algorithm has blessed me. Well, it would be few and far between. I think you all are blessing me with your presence. I don't want to give YouTube credit for it. That just feels wrong. Okay, what are we doing? Movement points. One can move really, except Bill, which. Awesome. Here we go.
Be at peace, for that is all I ever want.
Well, I mean, I actually don't want a ton of peace. Like, I want to kill our enemies, but I'm down with having the military alliance with Kislev. I'm down with the alliance. Wu 9 Lives up at 12:45 in New York. Thanks for joining in. Great state of New York. Got folks in from Texas, California, looks like in Europe. Got Wheeler over in Japan. We're spreading across the globe. We're like a plague, folks. Air is seeding his grizzled voice across the world, like a plague upon mankind. California.
I serve Sigma.
I really like I haven't even been to all the states, but I like all the states because, like, I feel like there's something really neat and unique about each one. So it's kind of neat getting to travel, you like see the different states. I need to get to all of them. I've still got quite a few to go.
Ever onward.
The Empire. Is it
It's like you can go visit all these different countries without ever leaving your own country. That's like one of the neat things I think about the US. All right.
I shall be the.
Let's take these guys out. Spreading like Nurgle's plague, that's right. I have been to Washington, Nick, but I've only been to Eastern Washington. So I flew into I can't think of the name right now. They called it Tri-Cities, I think. Like way out in eastern Washington. And then I went across the border into a little town called Hermiston, Oregon. And I was doing some work out there at a distribution center years ago. But yeah, I've been to Washington, but only the eastern side of the state. I haven't gotten to see much in Washington yet. Flynn says Florida's our very own Lustria. It is. I love Florida. I've been to Florida a lot of times. I've gotten to see Key West, Fort Lauderdale. I've been into... Oh, man, is it like Tampa? I can't remember this. No, Port Charlotte. I think Port Charlotte. I've been down in the Gulf, like Pensacola and Navarre. I like Florida. Got a lot of awesome places. I don't think I've been to a state yet that I don't like or can't find a reason to like something about it, to be honest. It's fun. Duke Wellington says 1046 here in Denver. I was in Denver not very long ago, or at least very close to it. I was out in Centennial visiting my brother back in the end of July, early August. Like Colorado. I got to go up to about 12,000 feet, show my boys an alpine lake. It was fun. Definitely a lot different than Arkansas. Who's my favorite Lizardmen lord? Oh, man. That's a good question. Probably Oxyotl. I like his campaign mechanic. I love all the poison skinks and stuff that he gets to use, so... Ah, dang.
Who calls me hence?
She came and took Kinel. I wanted Kinel. That's frustrating. We're making good money again, though. I guess we could just snag Montfort here. Maybe I can use them to leverage agreements out of these
The men are key.
actions. Duke says he was born in Fort Collins with the school in Boulder. Not sure if I could ever leave the mountains. I mean, I don't like the idea of living there because it's like I never altitude adjust. Like, no matter how long I stay there, I'm just used to, like, much thicker, more well-oxygenated air. Like, I just do not adjust well to the altitudes. I don't think I could ever live there, but it is very neat to see because it is a very different world than where I live or other places, so it's definitely fun. Edmo says I was in Pensacola when I was in the Marines for school. They were so strict, barely left base. That sucks because it's a neat place to see. Yeah, it is fun. Like, the beaches around Pensacola are absolutely beautiful. It's just like the most beautiful white sand and nice blue water. They're on the Gulf Coast. And then over, not far from there, the water's a little less blue, but the beach is still very white over in, like, Gulf Shores and Orange Beach over in Alabama. It's also very pretty. Neat place to see if you all haven't been to the Gulf Coast in Florida or down in Alabama. It's awesome. What do I think about the minor settlement battles? We talked a little bit about it earlier. They need more maps, more variety of maps. The maps need to be designed for the faction that's defending them. They need to change. I think it'd be cool if they made a system where you can add supplies to a settlement here on the campaign map. So, like, supplies are not like something you get while you're in battle, but you can add them here. And then you can use those to build, like, traps and defenses and towers and all that other kind of stuff. The towers shouldn't be able to be rebuilt, neither should the traps or defenses. You build it all prior to the battle. You can spend gold on getting the supplies, or at least increasing the supplies. So anyway, I don't know. I think that would be better. Whatever you all think about it would be better. I'm open to ideas from CA, so I'm not dead set on any one thing.
Ulrich's will.
Robert says I was in the Navy, definitely less strict, had a good time in Pensacola. Marines not letting you have any fun.
I command here. Bring me to my men.
Wish there were little gobbo civilians running away from my army like an Attila. That'd be funny. U9 Live says I'm in upstate New York and it's all hills, fields, lakes, and forests. Now that sounds like my kind of New York. You say you don't like cities. I don't either. I always like to see a city, just so I can have experienced it. I've not ever been to New York City. In fact, New York is one of the states I haven't been to. So New York is on my list of places I still need to go. Most of the Northeast is. I've not yet been to Maine, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Delaware. I haven't been to any of those. I'm still missing most of the Northeast, so I'm going to have to make a trip up there eventually. But and I'll make myself see the cities, but cities make me anxious. I don't like them. They're too busy. But I do like to experience things, and I like to see it. Even if it's not, my comfort zone, I like to see it. I never could live there. It would make me sick if I had to live in a city. But I do like to see it and experience it. And see, California's a lot that way, right? It's a good example because I've been there, like to Los Angeles and San Diego and San Francisco, a few other places in California. The weather is unreal. Like, it's so neat to see the weather. The cities make me sick. Like, it's just, they're so busy. There's so much going on. And they make me feel, like, it makes me feel incredibly unsafe to be in a city because I don't know anybody. There could just be, like, anybody anywhere that needs to, like, so it's a different feeling from when you grow up in a small town. And honestly, people probably go from the city into a small town like where I'm at, and they probably think the same thing. And so don't take this as an insult. It's not meant as an insult. It's just people are used to what they're used to. And but yeah, like I always like feel so vulnerable in the cities, and like they're so big and expensive and busy, and but at the same time, like I said, you got to experience things. And so like California, for instance, was very interesting because the cities made me crazy. But you would go down and you'd like get on the beach and say like San Diego or Los Angeles, and the city is just like this horrible grind of concrete and mess. And then you're there on the beach and you're just getting this beautiful, cool sea breeze off of the ocean and the waves crashing. And it's just absolutely beautiful. And it just like, so there's things that if you didn't go take the time and, put up with some of those things that bother you, you may not get to see, some of the things that you end up finding really interesting. So for me, that was kind of the benefit, I think, of being out in California. I didn't like the city part of it, but then I got to experience like the beach in California, like being in that area, like it's just incredible. Like it's like being in an air-conditioned room while you're in the sun sometimes because the weather is just so mild and nice down by the ocean. So it's, I don't know, like it's neat. It's definitely neat. But like I said, that's one of the reasons why I like going to all these different states, because I feel like all of them have something very unique and memorable about them. Broken Sky says, yeah, I'm from the cities and I don't like the smaller towns too much. Yeah, I think people just get used to what they are used to living in, and
speak. I will hear you now.
It's a person by person kind of thing. And obviously, more people either like living in cities or they tolerate it. I don't know whether they like it, but they certainly tolerate it because there's way more people in the cities than outside, of course. Hey, Broken Sky says, I love the sea breeze. California suburbs are better than their urban areas, but it's partially the affluence. Oh man, California is so expensive. Like, so expensive. I think the only place I've been to that felt more expensive than California was like probably London and most of all Norway. Norway was brutally expensive. It was also amazingly beautiful. And the English countryside is really beautiful as well. I don't much care for the cities in England, but I love being in the little small places over there. Like, it was really neat.
In the name of Magnus.
Horsham, where Creative Assembly is located, is really a neat little town. I enjoyed being in Horsham a lot.
Raise your weapons.
Okay. Assign skill points. Who's this? An Ubo again.
What?
don't know if I can ever convince myself to travel out of country again. I'll probably do it eventually.
Yes?
Got to travel out of the country just a little bit. It was neat to see something else. I hate the travel part. I like being in the other place, and I like experiencing the other place. I hate the travel part. Like, the travel part is just blah. Getting stuffed onto airplanes and trains like cattle and stuff like that. Like, I don't like it. That's one thing I'll say about America. It's like it's so much easier to just road trip in America. You don't have to stuff yourself in an airplane. I mean, you get there faster if you do, but you don't have to. You can drive places. The highways are relatively wide open and free. And it's, I mean, right now, even with the high gas prices, I mean, compared to most places, it's still relatively affordable, especially if you have a decently efficient car. You can travel all over. You can see things. You can stay in, like, you know, like now, because you have, like what, VRBOs and other stuff like that. You can do all kinds of cool stuff. So, go hold tight just a second. I need to check on something. All right, here we go.
So, I am ready.
Parabons. Put some defenses in here. We had our trade goods. All right, so we are definitely cranking up the money again, which is good. Kind of thinking about just handing this stuff over to the Bretonians. I don't know, there's lead here too, so I might just go ahead and take advantage of the trade good in those places and just hang on to them. Oh, we gotta get the steam tank. Alright, so now we're constructing the building that let me get a steam tank for Wheeler's army. Oh, it looks like Kislev went up and hit Help Hit. That's good. Looks like Kislev is kind of on the rise again. Like, it looks like the order tide is kind of rolling here, so we're gonna have to go find some targets. Folks, Mrs. Air is back, and it's probably time for me to get some rest. I hope you all enjoyed it. We made some good progress tonight. We covered a lot of ground. We've got a lot of territory. I feel like, I don't know why it's not giving me many, like electric count kind of machinations and stuff. It seems like it's going very slow on that, but we're doing good at uniting the Empire. I feel like we've got a fairly united Empire. And it's going to get more so over time. So hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you for being here on the impromptu, unplanned stream. Appreciate all the insane support. If you all are watching this afterwards, I hope you enjoyed some just campaign gameplay. We'll have some more coming soon. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I will see you all soon with some more content.